and Lord. And you are right. That's who I am. So in Peter's understanding, you are not supposed to wash my feet. I refuse. And Jesus turned to Peter and said, what I am doing now, you don't understand. But you will understand later. Peter said, no way. I refuse. I will not allow you to wash my feet. He was sincere. As a mark of respect, he refused. And then Jesus turned to him and said, if I don't wash you, then you will not have any part in me. You will not belong to me. You will not have part in this ministry. And Peter said, what? Did I hear you well? And if you don't wash me, I will not have part with you. I will not belong to you. I will not be in this your company. I will not be in this your group. So are you trying to say that by allowing you to wash me, I will really be part and parcel of you and part and parcel of your ministry? If that be the case, I don't want you to wash only my feet. You must do what? Wash my head, wash my hand, wash every part of my body. Now listen. Peter could not flow with Jesus earlier on because of lack of understanding. Am I right? But when he understood what the master was doing, he now began to flow with him. He flowed with the master when he understood where the master was heading to. But prior to that time, he could not flow with the master. I am not preaching this story, but I'm using this story to draw a message. My message is titled Understanding and the Flowing with the Watchman Vision. Understanding and the flowing with the Watchman Vision. Jesus had a vision. Jesus had an objective. Jesus had a focus. Jesus had something he was wanting to achieve. And he wanted Peter and the rest of the people to flow with him. But Peter could not flow with him because of what? Lack of understanding. But by the time Peter understood, he was now able to flow with the master. I want to say from the onset now that one of the things that has hindered us as a group, not just the national campus workers, but majority of the people in the Watchman leadership, Watchman workforce, is lack of understanding. We not being able to really understand the vision of the watchman that we are pursuing. And because we have not been able to fully understand the vision of the watchman, many of us are not really flowing with the vision. The Lord wants us to flow with the vision of the watchman. The Lord wants us to go along with the vision of the watchman. The Lord wants it that the vision of the watchman should eat us up. The vision of the watchman should swallow us, as it were. The vision of the watchman should consume us. But this vision has not consumed many of us because of lack of understanding of what this vision is all about. And I want to also say that you, all of you here, are the future of this Watchman Vision. I don't know any other group of people that can carry the vision of the Watchman to where the Lord wants it to reach, if not you people. Are we to depend on businessmen? Are we to depend on traders at Ibeku Market? Are we to depend on people at Timber Shed? Are we to depend on people in the rice, where they are selling rice, where they are selling cement? Are they the people that will take this vision to great men of the society? Are they the people that will reach the permanent secretaries, the governors, the presidents, the people in high places? Are they the people? The answer is capital no. But you people are well positioned. Education is a vehicle that takes people to, I can't just explain it, to far and near. The president of this country now, if anybody told him 20 years ago that he will rule this country, will he believe? But education gave him that opportunity. Am I right? All the people you can see now, the ministers, the commissioners, the governors, the permanent secretaries, and then all the ambassadors and all the people you can see in high places, it was because they were educated. So as we are seated here, we don't know who is who. We don't know what we are going to be tomorrow. We don't know the post you are going to, God is going to give you tomorrow. We don't know the position you will occupy tomorrow. And the program of God is that you should be a vision carrier. You should carry this vision of the Watchman, so that anywhere you are found, you will be disseminating it. So if the Lord will use you, if the Lord will walk with you, if the Lord will make you an instrument of disseminating this vision, friend, you must flow with this vision. And for you to flow with this vision, you must understand the vision of the Watchman. We need to understand it. I repeat, Peter could not flow with Jesus until he understood where Jesus was heading to. In that same way, we cannot flow with the vision of the Watchman until we understand what this vision is all about. I am not here for a Bible study, but I'm going to read some places in the Bible to show some things. Now, what is a vision? A vision simply means that objective that has formed in the heart of an individual, which that individual is pursuing. An objective. It has formed in your heart, and then you are pursuing it. It has become your focus. It has become your waking thought. It has become something you are not joking with. And I want to talk about the vision of the Watchman. And I'm listening, because due to lack of understanding, permit me to say, some people are agitating. Some people are somehow protesting in their minds, or when they are discussing with their colleagues. Why this? Why that? Why this one? Why the other one? How come our own is different? Look at how they do it there. Look at how they do it at the other place. Look at how they do it at that church. Look at how they do it at the other ministry. Why are we not going the way they are going? All these questions, all these protests, all these agitations are as a result of lack of understanding. Now, I begin by telling you that whenever God calls a man, whenever God gives a vision, he will give that man the pattern to follow. Pay attention. The Lord will give a pattern. He will sketch it. He will make the person he is giving the vision to understand how to go. Every vision that God gives to a visioner, every vision that God gives to a man to accomplish, the Lord will give a direction. The Lord will show the man how to go about it. I'm going to show you about 3 people in the Bible that God gave vision, and we're going to see what God told them, and at the end we will dwell with one of them. Let's go to Genesis. It was now time to destroy the then world, and the Noah was the man that God was now going to give a project. The man was going to give a vision. The Lord have determined now to send a deluge to flush men out of this planet Earth, but have decided also to repopulate the earth. But that will be through a man called Noah. And for him to successfully carry on or achieve God's objective of being safe, he and his family, so as to populate the earth after the deluge, the Lord needed to tell him what to do. Genesis chapter 6. I read from verse 13. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shall thou make in the ark, and shall pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make of the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof, with lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. And behold, even I do bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. Wait a minute. Make thee an ark, but not an ordinary ark. Make thee an ark, not according to your specification. Make thee an ark, not according to your taste. Make thee an ark, not whatever you like. The Lord gave the specification. First of all, you must build it with what? Gopher wood. Friends, there are other woods. Cedar is there. Iroko is there. All other types of wood were there in those days. But God said this ark must be with what? Gopher wood. It's a specification. The length of the ark, he told him. The breadth of the ark, he told him. The height of the ark, he told him. How many stories, he told him. The rooms that will be there, he told him. how to use speech to preach it within and without. He told him. Noah was to follow this specification. And you remember that Noah did not build this ark alone. He hired people. Am I right? He hired people to go and look for the gopher wood he will use. Was not an easy task. To fell those woods, to cut those trees down. You know, it's not like today when you have Dolma machine. It was a difficult task for them to bring those trees down, for them to process those trees into boards and the planks that they will use. It took him time. So some people helped Noah. Noah possibly hired people, paid them with the services of his sons. But Noah made sure that they built according to what? Specification. A vision was given to Noah. And all the people who worked with Noah must understand what Noah is saying and must follow Noah. Apart from Noah, the temple of Jerusalem, which was built by Solomon, had specifications. Solomon was not the one who got the vision. His father David got the vision of building. And when the Lord said, you will not build it, but your son Solomon will build it, what David did was to hand over to Solomon the building plan. Let's look at it. First Chronicles chapter 28. First Chronicles chapter 28. Here David was instructing his son David, his son Solomon. And then in verse 10, take heed now, for the Lord hath chosen thee to build an house for the sanctuary. Be strong and do it. Then David gave to Solomon his son the pattern of the porch, and of the houses thereof, and of the treasuries thereof, and of the upper chambers thereof, and of the inner palace thereof, and of the place of the mercy seat, and the pattern of all that he had by the spirit of the courts of the house of the Lord, and of all the chambers round about, of the treasuries of the house of God, and of the treasuries of the dedicated things. Look at verse 19. All this said David, the Lord made me understand in writing by his spirit upon me, even all the works of this pattern. Can you see? Can you see? The Lord gave David the pattern. By the hand of the Lord that was upon him, he penned it down. He drew it. He designed it as it were. But the Lord said, you will not build it. Your son Solomon will build it. David got the vision, but Solomon was the executor, as it were. And Solomon needed to understand the pattern. Solomon needed to understand the specification. Solomon needed to understand the vision that his father David had, and David transferred it unto him, and Solomon built according to pattern. The man of God Moses had a vision, the vision of building the sanctuary in the wilderness, and God told him to take offering from the people of the Jews and to use it to build a tabernacle, so that he, God, will dwell in the midst of the people. But the Lord needed to take Moses to the mountain, and they showed him the pattern of the heavenly things. And after showing him this pattern, he told him to go down and to build it according to this pattern that he showed him, and warned him to make sure that he builds according to specification. Let's just look at how the writer to the Hebrew Christians painted this picture. Hebrews chapter 8. Hebrews chapter number 8. Let me just read verse number 5. It's talking about priests now, who serve unto the example and the shadow of heavenly things, as Moses was admonished of God when he was about to make the tabernacle. For see, saith he, that is God, that thou make all things according to the pattern shown to thee in the